The TAQ Eradicator is a hyperburst LMG in Modern Warfare 3, meaning every time you pull the trigger, the initial burst of bullets is going to have a higher fire rate than the rest of the trigger pull as long as you hold it down. That makes this weapon unique because if you hit that initial burst of bullets, its time to kill is going to be significantly quicker than the rest of the trigger pull. But keep in mind there is a cooldown on the hyperburst feature with the trigger pulls, meaning you cannot spam this feature. The Eradicator also has the best handling and accuracy statistics out of the LMG category, so you can basically just stack it with recoil attachments and be good to go. Before we talk about the class I upload every day to this channel, like and sub down below if you enjoy the class or the video, but let's talk about those attachments. Batting lead off for the attachments in today's video is going to be the FSS Combat Grip, firing aim stability, gun kick control, and recoil control. Basically everything I said we were going to be focusing on. Next up is the FSS LV laser. It's just the best laser if you're not going for a hip fire laser. Aiming stability, aim down sight speed, and sprint to fire speed. The aiming stability is very nice here because it'll help you hit more shots, meaning that hyperburst will be more effective. Next up is the underbarrel, the XRK HBW4 hand stop. It's a speed attachment across the board, especially things like aim walking speed, your strafe speed, which makes LMGs a little bit easier to use. Or the muzzle quickly becoming one of my favorite attachments, the L4R flash hider, recoil, and gun kick control with muzzle flash concealment, making your vision when shooting a little bit better. And then finally for the stock, the TV X-Line Pro stock, it's just a buff to your aim down sight speed. Now why was this the last attachment? Because this is the least impactful attachment, and if you want to change out an attachment, this is the one you should take off to put on the other attachment. For instance, if you'd like to make the gun a little bit quicker, you can come down to the magazine and put on the 45 round mag. It's much faster than the stock, but for me personally, I liked having the extra bullets. Or alternatively, if you think the iron sights are ugly, take off the stock and put on a red dot, but other than that, these 5 attachments are the ones I felt made the best balanced build of this weapon. Okie dokie, the TAQ Eradicator. One of the goofier guns that they're gonna put in this game. I don't want to outright say that it's not a good gun, but it definitely has its quirks that make it less than ideal to use in some situations, and the people that play meat like this are just absolute heathens. Like, honestly, in a lot of situations, if you don't hit the initial hyperburst shots on the people you're trying to kill, it'd be better just to run away. And you really do have to kind of keep your distance with this, because a lot of guns will just straight up fry this thing if you get too close. And once its fire rate starts to dip out of the hyperburst territory, its time to kill gets painfully average to below average. Like, to the point where I'm losing gunfights to knives, so... Like, that's just insane that I didn't kill that guy. Oh, you're dead. Like, actually, though, if you don't hit the hyperburst, it's just... It's one of those things where you're just literally better off running away. If you hit the hyperburst, you get kills like the second one. If you miss, you get kills like the third one, aka you just die. The time to kill just becomes non-existent whenever you lose the hyperburst. I keep saying that, but you just have to drive home that point, because otherwise you are going to get very sad in some situations. Like, if your goal is to just do damage to people and not have them actually die, this might be your favorite gun. Unfortunately for me, I like actually killing people in COD, so... It's not very fun using an LMG where the game plan is to get one kill, then disengage so your hyperburst resets. That's an interesting challenge, though. Like, other than that, like, the gun isn't complete trash if you can move your way out of some certain situations. It's just, it's one of those things where, like, some of the situations you have to weave your way out of are very weird. That guy's a loser. Whatever, I'm going after this guy with my... Okay, my chopper finally shot him. My god. Hopefully this will be the only time I ever have to use this thing and I can just get the gameplay and get off, because, like I've been saying, it's super weird to use this thing. And they just spawn behind me, like I ate for show. Who am I to argue? Like, you just can't win gunfights like that. Granted, he had the MCW. Probably would have lost that gunfight even with a normal gun that isn't that one. Where are you? Oh my god, you're up there? Of course you are. Why would you not play it like a gremlin? Yep, now I have to fight snipers and I can't beat because LMGs don't kill. My LMG isn't LMGing. Did my... Okay, no, I thought my nade killed me. I was about to just leave. Again, that's the second time this match I've lost a gunfight to a knife, because the TAQ Eradicator doesn't really eradicate much, if we're being honest. Wow, okay, that's an unwinnable heady, I guess. I don't know where to even look for the enemies at this point. Oh wow, that guy's mad. That's not a gunfight you lose to a TAQ Eradicator. I mean, damn. Not a bad game, not a great game. Like, if it's a good KD, I might show you guys this. I mean, 46 and 21? Do we accept that as a good KD?